Such a fascination with high-frequency trading, with black box trading, with computerized trading. Can man actually compete against the machine? And funds like yours have been vilified in the press and in just sort of the public discussion as the source for many of the market's problems. The reason why there was a flash crash on May 6th. What do you tell people?
Well, of course, we don't know the reason for the flash crash, the detailed reason. It seemed to be caused by the absolute normal thing that some people just didn't want to trade, especially buy when things were dropping like a shot, and some orders got canceled. That was exacerbated by one of the exchanges stopping and another principal exchange not, so that the folks who would normally maybe step in to buy something on New York, I think it was, couldn't, and so there was less there that they could go to the alternate thing. So it didn't last for very long. Can you compare the flash crash with the crash of '87? The crash of '87, the market went straight down 22, 23% or whatever it was in a few hours. Nobody stepped in to stop it. And everybody was selling, and it ended up flat on its back where it stayed for, you know, weeks and months and gradually crawled back. And I said, oh, well, you know. Now that was caused by portfolio insurance, one of the dumbest products ever, but there it was, and everyone wants to certain stop-loss points game. All these portfolio insurance companies were selling and selling to protect their customers, but of course everyone sells at once. You see what happens. The flash crash lasted 7 minutes, maybe? Yeah. 7 minutes? Yeah. 7 minutes in a time when one exchange closed and the other one didn't. And even through that, after 7 minutes, there was enough action came back, enough people came back, and the whole thing was reversed. Or it ended up being a much smaller drop, and that was the end of that. In my opinion, the system worked beautifully compared to the way it worked, in spite of these conflicting signals that the two exchanges gave off. Compared to October of 1987, 23 years earlier, I think high-speed trading is great. It creates tremendous amount of volume. It's brought down the spreads.